$28,000. That is what it reportedly costs Tesla to build one Optimus robot right now. Musk promised you $20,000. That gap right there, folks, that is the whole story today. And look, I get it. I am standing in the same grocery aisle as you, watching prices that were supposed to come down just not. So when a tech company tells me a $20,000 humanoid robot is right around the corner, forgive me for keeping one eyebrow raised while I pour my coffee. But this time, something might actually be real underneath the hype. An actual engineering decision that goes after the single most expensive thing on this robot. So let us dig into it, the way we always do here. No fluff, just the numbers and what they mean for you. So what is actually eating all that money? The hand and the actuators driving it, those little motor and gearbox combos packed into the arm, make up somewhere between 30 and 50% of the entire cost of this robot. Not the legs, not the torso, not even that AI chip everybody keeps gushing over. It's the hand. Think of an actuator like a tiny automatic transmission, except instead of one under your hood, Tesla is trying to cram 25 of them into a single forearm, 25 per side, 50 total across both arms. And that is a 4.5 times jump from the previous generation. More dexterity sounds fantastic on paper. Your robot can now do 22 degrees of motion in one hand, double what it could do before. Sounds like a win, and it is until you see the invoice. Some of the individual components in there, tiny precision screws you have never heard of, run $1,350 to $2,700 each. You need 14 of them. Do that math on a napkin, and you are already at $19,000 to $38,000 before you have built a single finger. So when Tesla says, "We made the hand smarter," what they're not saying out loud is, "and also a lot more expensive." Every other humanoid robot company on Earth is wrestling with this exact same math problem right now. They are just less famous while they do it. Why does this actually matter to you? Now you might be thinking, why do I care what a hand costs on a robot? I am probably not buying this year anyway. Fair question. Honest answer? This cost problem is the entire reason a robot cheaper than a Model 3 remains a promise and not a price tag. If Tesla cannot get this specific part under control, that sub $20,000 number you keep hearing quoted stays exactly where it has always been. A target on a slide, not a sticker on a showroom floor. I am not going to sit here and tell you Optimus is walking into your garage next spring. It is not. Nobody outside Tesla can buy one today. There is no wait list. And if a website is trying to sell you a pre-order, that is a scam, not a deal. But the reason this particular cost battle matters is because it is the actual bottleneck standing between cool robot video and product you could conceivably afford. Everything else, the walking, the balance, the AI chip, that stuff is coming along fine. It is this hand that has been the expensive headache. And this is the part that should actually matter long term, even if you never buy one yourself. This is the same math that will eventually decide whether Optimus shows up in warehouses replacing forklift labor, in factories doing the repetitive jobs nobody wants, maybe even in assisted living down the road. None of that happens at $80,000 a unit. All of it becomes plausible somewhere near $20,000. So this boring little conversation about screws and gearboxes, this is actually the conversation about whether the whole humanoid robot industry becomes a real thing in your lifetime or stays a trade show attraction forever. Skeptical or hopeful? Drop one word below. I read every single one. So how is Tesla actually cutting this cost? Instead of just trying to make the same design cheaper, Tesla appears to be ripping the actuators out of the hand entirely and relocating them up into the forearm. The fingers now get pulled by cables like tendons instead of having a motor stuffed inside each individual digit. A lighter hand moves faster, runs cooler, and you're not routing a rat's nest of wiring through 5 fingers anymore. Simple as that. According to supply chain reporting, and I want to be upfront that Tesla has not confirmed this number officially, The target for the hand's bill of materials has dropped from roughly $12,000 down to under $3,000. If that holds up anywhere close to true, that's not a minor tweak. That's a sledgehammer to the priciest line item on the whole robot. Now let me put my skeptical hat back on for a second, because that is my job here. This is not a magic trick. This is an accounting problem wearing an engineering costume. And honestly, that is exactly the kind of problem Tesla has historically been good at solving. The same way they squeezed cost out of battery packs and drive units for years before anyone else figured out how. There is a second piece to this too, and it does not get nearly enough attention. Tesla is also trying to stop buying these expensive components from Japanese suppliers and build more of them itself, or source them from Chinese manufacturers at 30 to 40% lower prices. One supplier is reportedly aiming to grab 60% of the reducer market for this robot alone. That is not glamorous. Nobody is putting that in a keynote highlight reel. But that is genuinely how you bend a cost curve, one boring supplier contract at a time, not one flashy stage demo at a time. Is this just Tesla talk, or is it actually happening? Good question, and I would be doing you a disservice if I just took Musk's word for it. So let us look at what has actually happened, not what has been promised. On July 1st, Musk personally showed up at the Fremont factory floor, the one that used to build Model S and Model X, and posted a photo standing with the production team on the converted line. Not exactly a stage keynote, just a guy standing in a building that used to make sedans and now makes robot parts. Then, just over a week ago, on July 10th and 11th, humanoid robot stocks jumped, partly driven by real Optimus procurement orders. Supply chain reporting confirmed Tesla told suppliers to ramp component capacity to 1,000 units a week by September and 2,000 to 2,500 units a week by year-end. Actual orders for several hundred units in August have reportedly already gone out.
That is not a press release. That is a purchase order.
Those are two very different animals, and I try to only get excited about the second one.
I will also say this, because you deserve the full picture and not just the highlight reel.
Tesla has missed Optimus deadlines before. Analysts have counted 8 separate production milestones that got delayed or revised. Musk himself admitted back in January that no Optimus units were doing what he called useful work in Tesla's factories, yet they were mostly just collecting training data. So keep that history in your back pocket. And supply chain reporting has also flagged a durability problem with the redesigned hand. The new tendon-driven setup reportedly holds up for only about 500 hours of continuous work before failure. The industrial standard for this kind of hardware is 2,000 hours. That is not a rounding error, that is a 4 times gap. There is also a detail buried in there that tells you the redesign is not finished settling. The number of tiny ball screw sets inside each hand apparently went up from 13 to 17, which some engineers read as a sign Tesla is quietly walking back toward a bulkier, more traditional rotary actuator setup after all. In plain English, they cut cost in one direction and might be adding some of it right back in another. So no, this is not a clean, finished story yet. It is a company mid-fight with its own bill of materials, making real progress on price while still working out whether the cheaper version can actually survive a real workday. That is worth knowing before you get too excited. Tesla's next earnings call lands on July 22nd, and that is when we will find out whether this hand redesign is holding up under real production pressure, or whether it is another target that quietly slides to next year. Even the competition is nervous, and that says something. Unitree, one of the biggest names in Chinese humanoid robotics, just filed for an IPO. And buried in their own official filing, the document meant to warn investors about risks. They specifically named Optimus as a direct competitive threat, citing Tesla's manufacturing scale and supply chain integration. Meanwhile, Unitree's own profit fell 52% year over year in the first quarter.
When a competitor writes your name into a legally binding investor risk disclosure, nobody paid for that headline.
That's a company that has to tell regulators the truth, and the truth is, Tesla's factory muscle is keeping them up at night. Figure and 1X are chasing their own version of this same cost curve, and neither one of them has Tesla's decade of experience squeezing pennies out of a car assembly line. That is the one advantage that genuinely cannot be copied overnight, no matter how much venture capital gets thrown at it. All right, let's land this. The most expensive part of this robot has not vanished. Actuators and dexterous hands are still the hardest, priciest problem in the entire machine, and nobody, not Tesla, not Unitree, not Figure, not 1X, has fully solved it yet. But what changed recently is that Tesla stopped trying to just discount the old expensive design and instead redesigned around the expense itself, pulling the costly parts out of the hand and rebuilding the whole approach from the forearm up. That is a fundamentally different strategy than just squeezing suppliers for a better price. Will Optimus hit $20,000 this year? No. Will it hit it next year? Also no, and anyone telling you otherwise is selling something. But I will say this much. The number $28,000 sitting in front of us today is very unlikely to be the number sitting in front of us a year from now. And for a robot program that has spent years being all promise and very little product, that is actually something worth paying attention to. We are closing in on 35,135 subscribers on this channel, which honestly still blows my mind for a bunch of people who just like talking numbers and cost curves instead of hype reels. If that is you, welcome to the club. Excited or still waiting to see it? One word below.